Why do I look like a lab scientist right now? I promise I'm just wearing this like white dress shirt thing. Anyways, hi guys. Long time no see. I have not vlogged or made a video in a long while, and I ended school a few months ago now in April. But today is a very exciting and like different and more focused vlog, I would say. Because obviously by the title you can see I am doing a no social media day today. So essentially I have blocked myself from all of my social media apps. I'm not getting notified for any of them. And I'm basically doing a day to focus on myself. I'm gonna go work out, I'm gonna run some errands, I'm gonna go to a cafe and maybe edit a video, read my books, perhaps go on a walk and listen to a podcast. So today is really just like a self-care, focus on myself, hang out with myself, take myself out on a date, and don't be distracted by social media day. So for the past few days, I knew I was gonna do this today. I planned my whole day around this. I don't have work today, so I'm really pumped. I was preparing for the whole day yesterday, and I'm just so excited. I woke up and I was like, I am so excited for this. And it's a beautiful day out. It's 25 degrees or 23 degrees, and it's sunny and there's no wind. So I'm really hoping today is gonna be an amazing day. Currently sitting in my garage, but I'm about to leave, and I'm basically gonna try and vlog everything that I do today. And then maybe at the end of the day, I'll reflect on how not going on social media for a whole day affected me, and just thoughts about that. So let's go. I don't know if you guys would be able to hear me because of the wind, but I found a spot in a park. It's not really a park, it's a humongous piece of land and there's trails. But I have found this rock. It's pretty quiet. There are some people, but I feel comfortable vlogging. Found this rock. I'm gonna sit here and have lunch. There is literally not a soul in sight, and this park is humongous. But it is a Thursday. I have not seen anyone my age and did not expect to, but it's very calm and peaceful. I'm still sitting on this rock. I ate my lunch, and I'm listening to a podcast. But so far, based on reflections, this is super refreshing, and it's such a sunny day. I'm getting my tan on. I didn't put sunscreen on other than my face, and the wind is not too bad. There's a light breeze. The vibes are just immaculate. I can't believe there's barely any people here. I guess that's a little update. I think after this I'm gonna go run some errands, and then I'll settle down in a cafe. I literally look bald. I'm sweating. My whole face is red. Hello. It is the next day, so I did not end up updating at the end of yesterday, but I just wanted to sit down and give my reflections on my no social media day. I did not write anything down, so I'm really just going to be speaking from my thoughts. So overall, I really enjoyed the day, especially because the weather was nice, the sun was shining, I was in a great mood because of the weather, and just really like focusing for the whole day on myself and like dedicating the whole day for this specifically. It was like a really good thing to plan out. The night before, I had made a notes on my phone, which was basically a checklist and kind of like a itinerary for the day, I guess you could say. And so going throughout the day, I would go back to the notes on my phone, check off what I had done. And I think that was like a very good structured way to go about it. Obviously, if you're going to do this, you can like go about it however you'd like, but me being a more like organized and like someone who likes planning, that's what I wanted to do for myself in the daytime. So it still gave me some structure while like still being able to do whatever I wanted in the day. You know, I had like the whole day free. I could do whatever I want in whatever order I wanted, but there were definitely checkpoints of what I wanted to achieve from the day. So for example, I worked out a lot, I went to a cafe by myself, you know, treat myself to a little treat, and I edited my video. I just ran some errands, I went on a nice walk and listened to my podcast and ate my lunch. So really I was just like focusing on the things that I wanted to do and that I enjoyed doing, and doing them by myself. And so I also realized that not being on social media for the whole day, it really allowed me to like focus on the tasks that I wanted to do and like give all my attention to it. There was never a distraction of scrolling through Instagram or TikTok or checking Snapchat, because it just like wasn't an option. So because that's not an option, I don't get distracted by the social media apps. I can fully like immerse myself into whatever activity I'm doing, whether that be like fully listening to my podcast or reading a book, or like going on a walk and not having to look down at my phone and check my phone and feel obligated to because I'm getting notified. I was just really in the moment and taking in the view, taking in the scenery, and just like being in the presence. I think that's something that a lot of people overlook, especially in society nowadays. Everyone is addicted to their phone. I'm included in that. I will admit I'm very addicted to my phone, and if it's not one of my social media days, I'm probably always on my phone. It's just a habit that I think isn't the healthiest. I mean, like, you're staring at a small screen all day. It's not actually good for you. So I think doing this no social media day once in a while, maybe like twice a month or even more than that, would really benefit, and kind of just like allows you to recharge, allows you to like really see what you need to focus on and not be so distracted by irrelevant things. Because don't get me wrong, like, social media is great. Like, social media is one of my passions. It's something that I love doing. It relates to my jobs that I do in the real world. But if you're addicted to it and it's just something you're aimlessly on for no reason, then there's better things you could be doing. Other than the factor of it being less of a distraction and me focusing more on like the tasks that I had to do, it was just very much freeing. I realized that in my day-to-day life, even if I'm not like checking social media or anything like that, I always have my phone on me, and there's always a reason to be using my phone, which makes a lot of sense because phones are super convenient. You know, everything is on there. You can do everything on there. And obviously there are things that I need my phone for, like it is an essential, but I realize that in my day-to-day life, I'm always with my phone. It's always in my hand. And yesterday, when there were no like notifications of Instagram to be checking, I realized, why is my phone in my hand? I don't need it right now. So I think it's just like kind of a disconnection. I need to create a disconnection from me and my dependency on my phone, because I was like, why am I holding this if I'm not using it? I have a watch, I can check the time. I don't need my phone right now. So I would like consciously put it in my bag and be like, you need to focus on what you're doing right now, blah, blah, blah. And obviously throughout the day, I used my phone for Spotify, my notes app, Google Maps, other things like that, email. But it's just like, you don't need to be so attached to it. And I think that's what I realized. And so that was something to think about. So in general, I guess I kind of did go into depth about it. It can be like something you can really push yourself on. It can be something that really hones in on like your own personal growth, or how you see yourself, or how you want to focus on your passions and things you want to do in life. Like that could be a stretch, but I think other than like deleting the excessive distraction in your daily life and just like focusing on what you need to do, those are the main takeaways I would say from a no social media day. I think that I was a bit strict about it, like for myself, because I completely like deleted the screens on, like hid the screens on my phone that showed the apps, because I felt that if I saw the apps, I'd just automatically click it just without thinking. So I did delete those, and in the morning when I woke up, I went to my settings and I completely turned off all notifications for Snapchat and Instagram. And I think that definitely helped me, because yes, I do think I would have the capacity to see the social media notifications and not click on them. Like I would have that willpower, but I didn't really even want to be distracted by seeing notifications. So I decided to turn all of them off. One little hiccup that did happen, which I forgot to mention, is that I was in the bathroom and I was like, well, I'm in the bathroom, like I'm gonna scroll, you know. It didn't even process in my head, and I accidentally clicked Instagram because I had like scrolled to the last page on iPhones, if you know, where it shows like all your apps, the app library. And so I clicked Instagram, wasn't even thinking, and it didn't come until like I started commenting on the first post that I saw, which was my friend's. I was typing my comment and I was like, what are you doing? Like, you're on Instagram right now. And so that's when I realized. I deleted my comment and then I exited the app, and I was like, wow. So there were definitely certain urges, which kind of makes sense because it was the first day I did such a like harsh no social media day. Like I'd never done anything like this before. So it makes sense, but I think if you're gonna try this, you're bound to have little hiccups, which are okay. Like, don't beat yourself up about it, but it definitely just made me realize how often I just aimlessly click apps because I'm bored, or I need to do something, I need to be scrolling, or I'm just sitting around waiting. What do? You go on your phone, you go on Instagram. So that was another big realization. I'm hoping that in the future I don't have to be as strict with myself on these specific days, as in like I can have the willpower to not like be urged to go on it, especially if you continue to do this more frequently. Like you'll just get more used to it and less dependent and less distracted by it. So I think like going forward, this is definitely something I want to do often, and I highly recommend anyone to try this. There are even people who don't even have social media, and I bet you those people live wonderful, fulfilling lives. And not to say that us who do use socials don't, but it's just you really realize how much of an impact social media makes on your day and your time once you do an experiment like this. So that's pretty much my thoughts that I'll wrap up. Something I found really fulfilling was like when I woke up in the morning, no scrolling on my phone. When I went to bed at night, no scrolling on my phone. I just got ready for bed and I went to sleep, which is something I think that I should be doing every day, but unfortunately I usually just scroll on my phone after I wake up and before I go to bed. So that could be another little small habit I try to change, like no social media in the morning or night, but I still go on it in the day. So obviously there's so many variations to an experiment like this, what you want your goals to be, just things like that can be super catered to yourself, and it was just such a good experience. I feel like I will go on and tell like my friends about this experience I had, or like motivate them to do the same thing, and I motivate all of you guys as well. So sorry for the rambling, but that is all for my no social media day vlog experience. Let me know if you would do the same, or if you have done the same. If you have any questions or any ideas, I would love to hear. And I'll see you guys in the next video.